Girls, proceeding with not-for-profit organizations. We have done some questions earlier. Continuing with some more questions from the textbook. This question, since consumable goods I've discussed with you, one more question of consumable goods I'll do with you. This is question number 24 in the textbook. I'll bring it closer. The question reads, it is from your textbook. Calculate the amount of medicines consumed to be debited to income and expenditure account for the year ended. That means how much amount of medicines have to be debited in the income and expenditure account. The details have been given. Opening stock of medicines has been given to us. Closing stock of medicines is 45,000 more than the opening stock. Amount paid for medicine during the year, 2 lakh. This is what we begin with. And opening creditors and closing creditors have been given. We can begin question, children, we can solve the question with both the formulas I told you. Either with the creditors account we make and then the stock of medicine account we make. Or we can straight away make the income and expenditure account. Both ways we can, both are acceptable and both are correct. I'm trying to make things brighter. Okay. I'm doing it with income and expenditure account. This is the debit side. Since the credit side we're not going to use. This is only the medicine consumed that will come only on the debit side. So we will calculate 2 medicine consumed during the year. That is rupees 2 lakh has been given to us. We start with minus opening creditors will be subtracted rupees 20,000 and closing creditors will be added rupees 10,000. So 2 lakh minus 20 plus 10 rupees 1 lakh 90,000. So we get this, that is purchase of medicine during the year. We get this is the medicine purchased during the year. To this we add the stock in the beginning. The opening stock rupees 50,000 and that was with that we have. This is the medicine that we purchased during the year. This we already have. So what do we have? Rupees 2 lakh 40,000. And in case closing stock, yes, closing stock also has been given minus 95,000. That gives us rupees 1 lakh 45,000. That is the amount of medicines that is going to come in the income and expenditure account, rupees 1 lakh 45,000. Right? Proceeding now, children, with one more question. Another question. This is, I'll take it from your textbook only. I was looking at this question. This seems to be good. Old Men Association, rupees, okay. Yeah, children, before the old men, there is one more question that is good question I found. This is also in the textbook. This is the question number 31 in my textbook, which reads, the following the receipt and payment account of Maharaja Agrasen Club, Bhiwani, and the receipt and payment account has been given to us with opening balance of 6,800 and the other information say the opening assets have been given, land and building, stock of food, unposted stamps, subscription, opening subscription, food stuff, and the bylaws of the club provide 60% of the entrance fee and 20% of the surplus of the year are to be transferred to reserve fund. Okay, that means the remaining amount we have to 40% of the entrance fee has to be taken in the income and expenditure account. Okay, let us see, let us proceed. We start with the opening balances given. I will not be able to accommodate the textbook, children. So the question I've read, the opening balance sheet. We always start with the opening balance sheet. I told you either you can start with the opening balance sheet, closing balance sheet together and then the income and expenditure account as it is comfortable. For me, that has always been comfortable. I told you this is the opening balance sheet. You write the dates. I'm just using the words opening and closing balance sheet. This is the closing balance sheet. The opening balance sheet, opening balance of cash in hand, rupees 6,800. The opening subscription, outstanding subscription, very clearly it has been mentioned, 2,400. The food stuff opening, this is also given there very clearly, 2,200. The postage stamps, rupees, how much is it? 800, sorry. Rupees 800. And then land and building, that also has been given, rupees 1,50,000. So we have the total here. The total comes to, I can see in the answer, total is rupees 1,62,200. You may tally the total, it will come out to be C. And nothing on this side, that means the entire amount is capital fund. That is balancing the rupees 1,62,200. The closing balance sheet, if we draw the closing balance sheet, we have the closing cash in hand, cash balance 15,200. Then we have the outstanding subscription, the closing subscription, rupees 400 has been given. $400 and the 3,500 also. It will come out to be, pages are getting turned. So it becomes 3,900. The food stuff, closing food stuff, rupees 3,800. The postage, rupees 600. Furniture, 25,000. Books, 41,500. Land and building, 1,50,000. And you're the other side, reserve fund, they had given us the information from the entrance fee. We get rupees 9,000. Very clearly they have told that 20% of the entrance fee, bylaws provided, club provides 60% of the entrance fee and 20% of surplus. Okay, so 60% of entrance fee, 40% we have taken in the income and expenditure account, we will take 60% here. That is rupees 9,000, and then the surplus we'll have to make, and then the this is the remaining will be from the surplus when we make the surplus. Now let us first proceed to income and expenditure account. Food stuff, that will be opening stock rupees 2,200 plus purchase 6,000 minus closing stock rupees 3,800. 63998 minus 22 rupees 8,200. Then to postage, we have 800 plus purchases rupees 3,800 minus closing stock rupees 600. That means 3,200. Then we have two salaries rupees 32,000. Rent rate and taxes, rupees 24,200. Traveling expenses, rupees 18,500. Newspaper, rupees 800. Printing of souvenir, 9,200. And then we get the total here. On the other side, the receipt side, we have subscription. The total amount of subscription that is given, 1,20,000. I told you minus outstanding at the end is minused, outstanding at the end is outstanding in the beginning is minus, outstanding at the end is is added. So minus rupees 2,000, that means 10,000. 1,20,000, 1,18,000. It will become 1,18,000. Outstanding for the first outstanding plus 3,500. It will give 005. 1,21,500. Then we have sale of foodstuff, buy and to keep writing, by sale of foodstuff, rupees 8,500. Then entrance fee. Entrance fee, they said 60% is to be transferred to reserve fund. So 15,000 minus that 60%. That means we have taken there in the reserve fund. This is that we minus from here, and there in the closing balance sheet reserve fund we add. 15,000 minus 9,000, 6,000. Then hire of grounds, rupees 7,100. And income from advertisements, souvenir, rupees 22,000. Now you can balance both the sides, and the answer here tells that it is surplus. We will write here surplus. That comes to 68,800. This is the answer. 68,800. Now this we add back to the closing balance sheet. $68,000. This 68,000 is the balance. So to the closing balance sheet, children, we transfer from the surplus. From the surplus we have 13,760. That gives us a total of 760. 22,760. And capital fund, that is the capital fund plus the surplus, that is 55,040. The total comes to that is the answer, rupees 2,40,000 on both the sides, 2,40,000. I hope it is clear. I was going on explaining as I was doing it. The answer is matching. I hope we are clear. Next video now, I'll take one more question.